weekend. And ngayon, nakangiti kayong tatlo, I noticed.
Alam mo, mabigat kasi siya itong week.
That's true. Yes.
It's not just bad news, it's actually kind of really sad.
Pero at least nakangiti heading into the weekend. So we'll still, happy weekend to you three. Di ko na tatanungin kung anong plano nyo. We'll take it from here. It's already 9:03. So thank you to Sean and to Pauline. Happy weekend. We'll see you Monday. On our show, we got 3 games on tap in the NBA, plus a doubleheader in the PBA.
We've also got the aftermath of last night's slugfest between Signal and Creamline in the PVL All-Filipino qualifying round.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Litongcalaw.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves. Moves puts it up. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, look at starting another one. Bacunas rejecting Estejo for the
Friday to end the work week, March 27, 2026. Before we head on to the weekend, let's kick off the show in the NBA as the Charlotte Hornets claim a statement win over one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. The Hornets stopping the surging New York Knicks at home, 114-103. Buzz City with a decisive third quarter rally to take an 18-point lead heading into the payoff period. Con Knipple sparked Charlotte's impressive showing as he posted 26 points, including 6 threes to go along with 11 rebounds and 8 assists. The 20-year-old rookie also became the youngest player in NBA history to hit 250 three-pointers in a season. LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller added a combined 43 markers. New York leaned on Jalen Brunson's 26 points and 13 dimes, but to no avail. The Hornets are 9th in the East with 39 wins and 34 losses. The Knicks are number 3 in the East with 48 victories and 26 defeats as their win streak ends at 7 games.
Yeah, anytime we win it, everybody blessed. Of course, we're having fun. We're still having fun.
I feel like there's a lot of pressure in a game like this. How do you prepare for a game like New York?
I feel like I was born for moments like this. I mean, I've been hooping my whole life. Second nature for real. I feel like my pops got me right for these moments right here. So I just come and do what I love.
Great game.
I talked to the fans. They are excited. What message do you have to your fans that have been with you since the beginning?
Pretty much just all love. You know, I love everybody. It's blessings for real. I really mean that.
All right. Thank you so much, LaMelo.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Meantime, the Detroit Pistons bounce back with a blowout win over the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pistons took care of business at home 129-108, a day after losing an overtime thriller against the Atlanta Hawks. Detroit's dominance culminated in the fourth quarter, where it shot 53% from the field and outscored New Orleans by 15. Jalen Duren finished with 30 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and as many blocks. Kevin Huerter and Dennis Jenkins handled Motor City's outside offense. They combined for 9 three-pointers and a total of 41 markers. Detroit's lineup remains shorthanded. Cade Cunningham, Duncan Robinson, Karis LeVert, and Isaiah Stewart are all sidelined with injuries. But the Pistons are still atop the East with 53 wins and 20 losses. The Pelicans are 11th in the West with 25 victories against 49 setbacks.
Yeah, I think, especially after last night, emotional loss. Just coming back in, treating it kind of like, well, in my mind, trying to treat it kind of like the playoffs. Might lose a game, a tough one, and you got to come back and reset and try to get the next one. So the message was the same, come out here, wash the last one off, and come out here and get the must win. Yeah, I mean, it's tough, bro. Like you said, I wanted to win it. I wanted to win every game, but like I said, it was an emotional loss. Fought back and didn't go our way. But tonight, just wanted to come in and just keep the same energy, come out strong, come out ready to play. For me, it's just really about letting the game come to me, picking my spots, learning my spots, trying to be a connector for my teammates, get the ball moving, hand off, set good screens, get guys open looks, and then the ball happens to just come back and find me.
Well, as for the Orlando Magic, they finally snapped their skid by beating the lowly Sacramento Kings. The Magic likewise winning at home, 121-117, after losing 6 games in a row. Paolo Banchero, with his 3rd straight game, scoring at least 30 points. He also tallied 9 rebounds and 7 assists. He now has 25 games with at least 30 markers, 5 boards, and 5 dimes. Only Tracy McGrady has more 35 and 5 outings with 66. DeMar DeRozan tried to carry Sacramento with 33 points and 11 assists, but in a losing cause. The Magic are 8th in the East with 39 wins and 34 losses. The Kings, meanwhile, are dead last in the West with 19 victories and 55 losses.
Yeah, always give credit to my teammates for, finding me and just encouraging me to be aggressive. But yeah, I think I've just been playing to the level I'm capable of since the All-Star break. Like I said, just being aggressive and, just imposing my will on the game each and every night, whatever that looks like. Yeah, I think it's just reading and reacting, reading the defense, seeing what type of defender is on me or how the defense is playing me and kind of just trusting my instincts, A lot of it's just split-second decisions, You don't want to try and predetermine too much. So, yeah, I think, attacking a guy, if I got him on his heels, you might go to a certain move, or if he's being overly aggressive, trying to be physical, you might spin off or something like that, use the aggressiveness against him. So it's just all kind of split-second decisions in the moment. It comes with practice, like you said, before the game, on off days when getting in the gym. Just continued practice, it makes it easier in the game.
In other news, transgender women will not be allowed to compete at the Olympics. The International Olympic Committee said only biological females will be eligible to take part in female category events. This will be determined by a one-time gene screening test. The new rule will take effect in the 2028 Games in Los Angeles. Before this, trans women had previously been able to compete once cleared by their respective federations. The IOC arrived at the decision after 18 months of consultations. This rule will also apply to the Youth Olympics as well as Olympic qualifier events, but will not be enforced on grassroots and amateur sports. Only a handful of openly trans athletes have taken part in the Games, like weightlifter Laurel Hubbard of New Zealand and Algeria's Imani Khalif. We've got volleyball after the break as the Signal Super Spikers look ahead to their next challenge in their quest for a maiden PVL title. Play-by-play will be right back. Stay tuned.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play-by-Play only on One News. Let's get updates now from tonight's doubleheader in the PBA Commissioner's Cup. Let's start off with the Rain or Shine Lasso Painters overcoming the absence of their import and shutting down the Meralco Bolts 109-102. The E-Painters leading by as many as 19 points in this one. They also staved off the Bolts down the stretch by holding reinforcement Marvin Jones scoreless in the second half. Felix Lametti led the way with 23 points and 3 assists. Import Jalen Johnson missed the match because of a one-game suspension for fighting TNT's Glenn Cubuntin in their previous matchup. Rain or Shine is now 3-0 in the mid-season tournament, while Meralco settles for a 2-1 win-loss slate.
We wanted to just offer up the effort to Jalen, to JJ. We knew he wanted to play this and help us out, but baka hindi na namin siya kailangan, pauwiin na namin. So, no, we caught Meralco on a bad day. That's not the real game. They were kind of complacent, maybe a little bit overconfident. So psychologically, we had the upper hand, playing with nothing to lose actually, and expectations going against us winning the game. So laking psychological effect nun, no? And the guys were just playing as hard as they can. It's sheer toughness.
Second game features Barangay Ginebra against the NLEX Road Warriors. Ginebra taking control early here, outscoring NLEX in the first quarter 30-18. The Road Warriors fought back in the second, but the Gin Kings are still ahead at the break, 59-54. Justin Brownlee already with 26 points in the first half alone. Ginebra is gunning for back-to-back wins to open its campaign, while NLEX looks to improve its record to 3-1.
A couple of changes for the Macau Black Knights and the Magnolia Hotshots ahead of their showdown tomorrow. Macau has tapped Marcus Elliott as its new head coach. Elliott takes over from Garrett Kelly as the Black Knights look to rebound from an 0-3 start. Elliott is now making his transition to coaching after a 15-year pro career. He is a former ASEAN Basketball League MVP and Finals MVP. He also played for Hong Kong Eastern, where he became teammates with Christian Standhardinger. Magnolia has a new import, Clint Chapman. He replaces Nuni Omot. The 6'10" Chapman has had stints in several countries like Switzerland, Turkey, Japan, Germany, and Italy. The Hotshots likewise hope to bounce back from an 0-3 slate.
From the hardcourt, how about some volleyball news? As the Signal Super Spikers gear up for the PBL All-Filipino semifinals. The Super Spikers booked their spot by coming up clutch against the Creamline Cool Smashers in the qualifying round, winning in 5 thrilling sets. 25-21, 24-26, 18-25, 25-22, and 17-15. Erica Santos unleashed 26 points off 23 kills, 2 blocks, and an ace, while Vanny Gandler had 22 points, 28 excellent receptions, and 13 digs. Signal will have 2 weeks to prepare for the semis, which will begin on April 11. Here's head coach Shaq De Los Santos talking about the team's plans ahead of the Holy Week break.
Definitely may training yan, arrange lang namin. Kasi hindi pwedeng hindi mag-training, especially yun nga, semifinal. So, sobrang importante. Like kanina yung sinasabi ko nga sa team. So, sobrang gusto nating manalo. Gawin nating mananalo tayo. So, buti naman nag-response na sila maayos. I think may factor siya. Plus, siguro yung core din ng team. Yung paano rin sila nag-grow, paano sila nag-improve, paano rin nila ginugusto yung ginagawa nila, plus yung sa binibigay naming mga skills, yung ano yung situational, ano yung kailangan maramdaman, ano yung kailangan gawin. So, nakaka-proud kasi na-handle namin to hanggang semifinal. So, I'm sure pagdating ng semis, mas pagbubutihin namin at mas gagalingan pa namin.
Creamline superstar Alyssa Valdez looks to learn from the team's loss to Signal. Valdez's attack went long at match point, sealing the outcome in favor of the Super Spikers. Despite the loss, the veteran Spikers still delivered another triple-double with 18 points, 20 receptions, and 19 digs. The Cool Smashers will now head to the play-in, where they will face the winner between the Akari Chargers and Chocomucho Flying Titans. Valdez says the focus now is on accountability and moving forward. She added that this is all part of the process, even at this stage of her career.
Oo nga it's been a while ata. Hindi ko na maalala. I mean, I feel like at that point yun yung best na decision na pwede. So yun yung ginawa ko. Unfortunately, it wasn't the best. So I'm gonna learn from that. At this point in my career, I'd say I'm just so happy that I experienced this moments pa rin. Kasi at the end of the day, kailangan pa rin nating matuto. Madami pa rin mga sitwasyon na hinaharap. So ngayon pinapakita sa atin. So I'm just very, very glad and thankful pa rin na may chance pa akong magawa yun.
More volleyball news coming your way after the break. This time, we check out the final day of the elimination round of the 2026 Spikers Turf Open Conference. That's next when Play-by-Play returns here on One News. Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. The Crisscross King Crunchers complete an elimination round sweep in the 2026 Spikers Turf Open Conference. Crisscross capped off its 10-0 streak with a commanding straight sets victory over the 3B Event Masters 25-23, 25-15, 25-16. Alchi Gupiteo tallied a game-high 19 points. This is the King Crunchers' third straight elimination round sweep. They also went perfect in the 2025 Open Conference and in the subsequent Invitational Conference. Meantime, the Savoj Spin Doctors enter the semis with plenty of momentum after overpowering the AEP Cabstars in 4 sets, 25-21, 23-25, 25-20, and 25-21. Savoj held its ground even without key names like Louis Ramirez, as well as head coach Sidney Calderon. Shawi Caritativo delivered an all-around performance of 15 points, 26 receptions, and 9 digs. The Spin Doctors have now won 4 straight matches to finish the elims with an 8-2 record. The Cabstars fall to 5-5. Lastly, the Alpha Insurance Protectors return to the win column just before the semis after sweeping the VNS Always Bright Lady Crete Griffins 25-21, 25-12, 25-16, 15 rather. Sian Silang steered the offense with 22 excellent sets and 3 points. The Protectors are likewise at 5-5 heading into the semis.
Happy Friday! We got a PBL, PBA, and the NBA tonight's highlight reel. Pinagsama ang PBL pati PBA. Unahin muna natin. Thrilling action between the Signal Super Spikers and the Cream Pool Smashers. 5 exciting sets. Let's go. Look at Fanny Gandler. Let's start off with the play again. But look at that look from Gandler. She is just a slugger. And look at that, Cayuna setting up Gandler, the open position perfectly too. And look at that look. That's deadly coming from Vanny. Remember, she was a standout in LaSalle, also when she went to Ateneo College. But look at that look. If you're the opponent, you got to be scared of Vanny, who delivered a huge game yesterday. Signal eventually winning this match and the fifth set, of course, 17-15. Gandler triple-double this one, 22 points, 13 digs, 18 receptions. So she was just all over the floor, offense and defense. Congratulations to Signal. From there, from the PVL, then we go to the PBA Commissioner's Cup. Meralco and Rain or Shine. Look at Kenneth Yonson. Woo, finding that runway and then taking off and slamming it home at the big dome. This happened earlier today. Take a look. Mislaps on defense there on Meralco's end. Take a look. It all started with a pick and roll with Mamuyak, and then Tiongson seeing an opening, attacking the rim right away for that slam jamma. Tiongson had 16 points as Rain or Shine, of course, all Filipino Rain or Shine without their import Jalen Johnson serving his suspension, stunning the Meralco Bolts in this one, 109-102. From the PBA, let's head to the U.S. for the NBA. Magic and Kings. Woo, look at that dunk from Kane. Kane who? Take a look at that. Chipping in 11 points off the bench as the Orlando Magic outlast the Kings in Orlando, 121-117. I feel bad for Sacramento if you're a Kings fan. Maybe next year. Okay, let's go. Only 3 games in the NBA. A lot of highlights from this game, the Knicks and the Hornets. LaMelo Ball, look at that ball movement. LaMelo Ball saving it to Grant Williams, somehow finding Musa Diabate in the middle. Nobody home. An error there on Cat, helping out on Grant Williams that left the big man of Charlotte, Musa, wide open for that slam inside. Ball, by the way, 22.6 assists. Well, Grant Williams had 5 points and that lone dime right there. Diabate had 2 buckets, 4 steals, and a block. Last play. To end the work week, same game. Miles Bridges taken off. And look at Josh Hart, smartly moving away, saying, no, I don't want any part of that. Take a look. Especially when Bridges takes off like that, cocks the ball, one-hand slam. Woo! 17 big points for Bridges to end the Knicks' 7-game win streak. Charlotte beating New York, 114-103. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Before we go, the NBA just took a major step towards expansion. The NBA's Board of Governors voted to authorize the league to formally explore potential team expansions in Las Vegas and Seattle. As part of the process, the NBA has engaged investment bank PJT Partners as a strategic advisor to study the prospective markets. But Commissioner Adam Silver was quick to specify that the league is just exploring the possibility and it has not yet committed to actually expanding. The NBA considers Seattle and Las Vegas to be markets with long histories in supporting the league. Seattle had been part of an earlier expansion from 1967 to 2008. As the Supersonics, they won a title in 1979 and went to the finals 2 other years. Las Vegas has never had a franchise, but it has been home to the Summer League, off-season training programs, Team USA practices, and other NBA business. It also hosted the All-Star Game back in 2007, and I was there.
Las Vegas also has professional teams. Yeah, masaya pag All-Star sa
that was the
Vegas.
All-Star weekend that
Yeah.
I was able to cover, and may I just say it was crazy.
What happens in Vegas?
It does not stay in Vegas, I gotta tell you that. But also, Seattle Supersonics kids today might remember the last...
Gary Payton, Sean Kemp,
that
back
left
in the
shrimp.
90s, yes.
Oh my gosh, but yes, of course, they were also the ones who drafted
Kevin Durant. Yep,
There you
number
go.
2 overall, behind Greg Oden. Also, Las Vegas, I just want to add, has some professional teams, Las Vegas Raiders in the NHL. Of course, WNBA, the Aces. So, may mga teams din naman itong professional teams. Sa NBA lang, wala talaga. And that will be interesting, Las Vegas having an NBA team. Maybe James Harden wants to go and be traded to that team. And that's all from us tonight, mga kapatid. And the whole week. Catch us again Monday, 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD, and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Filipinas Live.
And Dennis Rodman might come out of retirement
wow.
and join the Las Vegas team too. I'm Andre Felix.
I'm Jessica Liton-Carlo. Thank you for watching, mga kapatid. Happy weekend. Good night.